Welcome to another episode of Mitch Chats Breakfast-related IP. Previous episodes, we've talked bacon, we've talked eggs, we've talked coffee. Now we're moving on to juice. In particular, Ocean Spray's Cranberry Classic. Now this particular product caused a bit of controversy when Ocean Spray attempted in the year 2000 to trademark the words Cranberry Classic. Now this ended up making its entire way to the Federal Court of Australia on appeal. The main point of contention was whether or not the words Cranberry Classic satisfied Section 41(3) of the Trademark Act. Now this provision requires a trademark to be inherently adapted to distinguish it from any other brand's product. Now the courts and ahed about the definition of the words classic and used in conjunction with the words cranberry, but ultimately decided that Cranberry Classic was merely descriptive of the contents of the bottle and not necessarily the brand of itself. So it was decided that no, it did not satisfy Section 41(3) because it would have not caused confusion to other members of the public if another brand used the words Cranberry Classic on their product. Alternatively, Ocean Spray could have argued that under Section 41(3)(b) of the Trademark Act, that their brand was so well associated with the general public that when you said the words Cranberry Classic, people instantly assumed you were talking about Ocean Spray. We were a bit unsure about this because yes, it is very much a very descriptive term. So we've taken our correspondents to the streets in order to ask the general public what they think when we say the words Cranberry Classic. What's the first thing you think of when I say the words Cranberry Classic?
I don't know, cranberry juice?
What's the first thing you think of when I say the words Cranberry Classic?
What comes to mind when you hear the words Cranberry Classic?
I don't know, but it definitely doesn't sound like a product that would be inherently adapted to distinguish one product from another brand's product. That seems pretty definitive to me. And might I add that last member of the general public seemed like quite the charming young man. Now, it goes to reason that Cranberry Classic, as a brand and as a trademark, is pretty weak. It's pretty descriptive. Could you imagine if other famous brands in history used such lack of imagination in trying to trademark and brand their products? I mean, yes, in the past we have had Coke Classic, but the difference there was that it used the words Coke, being their brand, within it. So it was inherently adapted to distinguish that product from, say, Pepsi if they used the words Coke Classic, obviously an infringement. Now, if in their marketing they did something slightly different, it could be a different story, like you can see here.
Full comfort for 6 adults in a car that'll give you up to 30 miles a gallon. A new size car with a new size price. It's the easiest car in the world to own. The
Classic 4-wheel transport.
You can see these cars at your
4-wheel transport dealer.
The
Classic Transport 1.
The
Classic Transport 2.
And the
Classic Transport 3.
Big, wide, wonderful world of new Fords, newly proportioned for you, Fords, so beautiful.
Yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't have quite the same effect now, does it? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I hope to see you all next week, and I hope you learned something. That is truly terrible.